If you're thinking about moving to the Greenville, South Carolina area, then you first need to know where you should move to. And today we are going to talk about 3 different areas that I would personally move to if I were moving in the coming months. 3 different towns, 3 different vibes, and 3 different places that offer something different to folks who are either retiring to the area or folks who are still working and will be doing so for many years to come. Let's do it. As always, my friends, my name is Will Sawyer, your friend in real estate here in the Upstate of South Carolina, and it's our goal with this channel that we are your #1 resource for all the things that you need to know about your relocation to Greenville. We aim to provide you the most relevant, the most reliable, and the most practical information that you can find or possibly can't find on the internet about Greenville. And if you are thinking about making a move to the Greenville area or possibly Lake Keowee, I helped over 100 families with their real estate transactions in 2024, and my team and I are well on our way to do that this year, and we would love to add you to our client family. So please do me a favor, email me at my email below or shoot me a text at my cell phone number below. I would love to get you home to the Upstate. All right, so first on the list, let's talk about the east side of Greenville. And if I were moving to Greenville today, one of the first areas I would seriously consider, especially if schools and convenience were a top priority, would be the east side. The east side is where it sounds like it is, directly east of downtown Greenville, in between Highway 29, which is Wade Hampton Boulevard, 385, all the way over to Roper Mountain Road and Interstate 85. The major corridor here is Pelham Road, and the other major corridors here on the east side include East North Street, Hudson Road, Brushy Creek Road, Batesville Road, and Roper Mountain Road. And if you're someone who is still working or planning to work if you move to Greenville, living on the east side will give you access to not only downtown, but also the airport and many major business parks in Greenville. The east side includes neighborhoods surrounding Pelham Road, Hudson Road, Roper Mountain Road, and spans most of the 29615 and 29650 zip codes. The east side is one of Greenville's most established suburban communities in the area, and it's known for being well kept, highly convenient, and zoned for some of the most sought after schools in the Upstate, including Pelham Road Elementary, Greenville Middle School, and Eastside Wade Hampton High School and Riverside High School. Unlike newer suburbs like, say, Simpsonville, the east side has hordes of mature trees, larger and or private lots, and neighborhoods with real character. The roads here wind through the east side, and neighborhoods are perfectly placed off of these major corridors. You'll never have a boring straight drive and a flat drive to and from home on this side of town. If you're an empty nester or a retiree who wants a walkable area near shopping, restaurants, and convenience to medical care without the constant hum of new construction, then the east side is going to be for you. You're only about 15 to 20 minutes from downtown Greenville and less than 10 minutes to the GSP airport, which is a huge draw for frequent travelers. In terms of lifestyle, you're close to everything. Grocery stores like Harris Teeter on Brushy Creek Road, then there's Lowe's Foods off of Pelham, and Sprouts off of East North Street. There's a number of fitness centers, and there's easy access to Interstate 385 or 85. Over the last 90 days, 465 homes have come on the market on the east side of town, and the average sales price has been right at $455,000. Now, some of my favorite neighborhoods on the east side of town are 1 Carisbrook, 2 Foxcroft, 3 Pelham Springs, 4, of course, Thornblade, and 5 Botany Woods, each with their own charm and appeal. Whether you want a classic brick ranch, which you're certainly going to find on the east side of town, or even a home with lawn maintenance included, you'll certainly find something for you on the east side. Now let's talk about Simpsonville. Now, if I were moving to Greenville today, one of the first places I would look at, in addition to the east side, would be Simpsonville and northern Simpsonville, which is called Five Forks. Simpsonville is Greenville's most comprehensive suburb, with a population of right around 100,000 people, spanning the 29680 and 29681 zip codes. As we've discussed in other videos, the 29680 zip code is the section of Simpsonville that is west of Interstate 385, and the section of Simpsonville that is east of 385 is 29681, and that's also where Five Forks is. The 29680 zip code is densely suburban. The main corridors include West Georgia Road, Standing Springs Road, then there's Fairview Road, and there's also Harrison Bridge Road. This area is honestly ideal for first-time homebuyers, working adults, or even empty nesters or retirees. It offers a little spice for every stage of life. From parks like Southern Side Park to all the shopping that your heart desires on Fairview Road to neighborhoods in all price points from $300,000 to well over $1 million. The 29680 zip code is zoned for award-winning schools like Woodmont High School, which is one of the more revered schools in the entire region of South Carolina. And it offers quick and convenient access to 385 to get to Woodruff Road or downtown Greenville. You'll be within 30 minutes of downtown if you live in this 29680 zip code, and you'll be within 30 minutes of the GSP airport if you live here too. There's both new construction communities and established communities on the 29680 side of Simpsonville, so there's a mix of both worlds here, and this is one of the fastest growing areas in Greenville today, and has been for the last 10 years or so. I actually used to live in the 29680 zip code and had really easy convenience to Publix on the corner of Standing Springs and West Georgia Road. And downtown Simpsonville was only about 10 minutes away. It's a communal area with many types of neighborhoods and should definitely be an area on your radar. Now, over the last 90 days, over 300 properties have come to market in this part of Simpsonville, and the average sales price is $396,000. Some of my favorite communities on this side of Simpsonville are Long Creek Plantation, where we've recently helped a couple of families purchase a home, Waterton, where I've sold homes, Chestnut Ridge, which is a new D.R. Horton community, Highland Chase, which is right around the corner from Southside Park, Lost River, and Weatherstone. Now over on the other side of the interstate in 29681, you have a good mix of commercial convenience and small town feel. You're closer to downtown Simpsonville here, and you're also slightly more convenient to the interstate and Woodruff Road. So if you want to be close to downtown Greenville and Farm Fresh Fast, which is in downtown Simpsonville, or the warehouse at Vaughn's, or Chestnut Coffee in downtown Simpsonville as well, then you may want to check out this 29681 part of Simpsonville. Now, if you go closer into Five Forks on the northern side of 29681, you'll have very easy access to Woodruff Road, which is going to offer convenience to every major shopping retailer you need convenience to. This isn't the busy side of Woodruff Road. I personally drive this stretch of highway pretty much every day, and traffic flows pretty freely on this section of Woodruff. You tend to have more expensive communities on this side of Simpsonville as well. Places like Ashton Springs and Chestnut Pond, and even places like the towns at Five Forks or Holly Tree Plantation and Waverly Hall. Major corridors in this section of Simpsonville, apart from Main Street and Woodruff Road, are going to be roads like Adams Mill Road, Scuffletown Road, Highway 14, East Georgia Road, and Jones Mill Road. Near 500 properties have come to market here in the last 90 days and have sold at an average of $475,000. Next on the list is Travelers Rest. Now, if I were moving to Greenville and wanted something a little more peaceful, slower, scenic, and with mountain town charm, Travelers Rest would be absolutely on my list. Travelers Rest is about 20 minutes north of downtown Greenville and sits along the Swamp Rabbit Trail, nestled in that 29690 and 29609 zip code. It offers a slower pace of life with a real sense of community, and it offers that small town feel with kind of a big personality. People who want to be out and about walking in their community or on the Swamp Rabbit Trail during their free time, this is where you're going to want to live. This is where the Swamp Rabbit Trail starts and extends into downtown Greenville from Travelers Rest. So you'll see a lot of people cycling throughout Travelers Rest, and you'll see many people walking downtown on the trail in the evenings and on the weekends in Travelers Rest. Travelers Rest has certainly grown a lot in the last 10 years, but it still feels intimate. The downtown area is walkable with restaurants like Tandem Creperie, Topsoil, and Farmhouse Tacos. There's local shops and there's local boutiques. The Swamp Rabbit Brewery is there, and there's also Community Tap. There's also regular community events, including farmers markets in Trailblazer Park during season and events in Trailblazer Park throughout the year. And if you are an outdoor person, you're just minutes from Paris Mountain State Park, and you are a short drive from hiking trails in Table Rock State Park, Caesars Head, Western North Carolina, and you're not that far from Lake Keowee and Lake Jocassee, which are two of the most beautiful lakes that I've ever been to, and mountain views that will surround you while you are out on the water on each lake. You're also a quick drive to Furman University, just below Travelers Rest. You're also a quick drive to Asheville, which is about 30 minutes north of Travelers Rest, and you're also about 30 minutes from the GSP airport. The housing options in Travelers Rest range from 20th century modest homes to craftsman style new builds to classic cottages. There's a decent mix of newer communities, which mostly are at higher price points than what you'll find in, say, Simpsonville, and you'll also find more rural properties in Travelers Rest as well. In the last 90 days, 425 properties have come to the market in Travelers Rest, and the average sales price has been right around $500,000. Some neighborhoods to keep on your radar include the Pinestone development just outside of downtown TR, walking distance to downtown. There's also Tubbs Mountain Estates by Enchanted Homes. There's Marion Meadows by Distinguished Design, and of course, there's the Cliffs at Mountain Park and the Cliffs Valley. If you want the charm of a small town, access to nature, and enough local buzz to keep life interesting, Travelers Rest might just be the perfect fit. So I hope all of that information was helpful in determining where you should live based on where I would live if I were moving. And keep in mind, that would be the east side of town, Simpsonville, or Travelers Rest, which are all suburbs here in Greenville, South Carolina. If you are thinking about relocating to the area, I would love to be the realtor that you choose to work with. So please do me a favor, shoot me an email at my email below, or shoot me a text at my cell phone number below. My team and I would love to help you find your next home here in Greenville. As always, my friends, my name is Will Sawyer, your friend in real estate, and until next time, stay safe. Well, this video is going to be a about Greenville County, the upstate of South Carolina. Great thing to do and easily in the evening. I'm a local real estate expert here in the area. All the time, we're right behind me is a really cool place called Freight Yard.